Hey everybody, this is Erica, and you're listening to the Tales Untold podcast, the show that knows no bounds for the paranormal and unexplained. It's made for the people who love when things go bump in the night.
Hello and welcome back to the final episode of Tales Untold Season 3. I'm Wyatt.
I'm Erica.
And today we will be talking about something called the Donkey Lady Bridge. I thought this was kind of a weird name.
It is, but it's less ridiculous than it sounds.
It actually, it's a little freaky. Like some of the stories and the folklore and the fan art or pictures that people have created or made.
I only went after the story. I didn't even go after anything like that.
I was looking last night and it was pretty late and one of them really freaked me out. I can try and find it.
Is that why you texted me at 3 o'clock in the morning? So this bridge is located in San Antonio, Texas, on something that they kept calling 1604. I'm guessing that's like a route. You know how we have like, Route 202 and stuff?
Yeah.
I think it was something like that. And then it's a crossroads between that route and Jet Road. And it goes over Elm Creek.
Almost like Elm Street.
Yeah. And fun fact, you are actually no longer able to go over this bridge with a vehicle. You can walk on it.
Well, I can't.
It's
I didn't
blocked
know that.
off. Yeah. I thought that was an interesting thing.
Blocked off by what? Can you drive through this blockage?
I doubt it. It's probably like Quabbin, how it's got like those metal barriers to keep you from driving through. So you can walk through, you can take bicycles through, but
Bicycles have horns, so there's that.
But you're not getting a motorized vehicle through there.
I'm sure if someone tried hard enough, they could.
I don't know if it's worth it. So there are many stories for this poor woman.
I only heard about 2, I believe.
Yeah, there's 2 major ones.
Mm.
And then I saw that there was other ones, and I was like, ooh, this is interesting. Because, I know Urban Legends is complete without a vague origin story, right?
Yeah.
So there's like 4 total, I think. Maybe like a partial 5th one. So the most popular story happened in what people are assuming is the late 1800s, where there was a farm and there was a farmer, his wife and his kids, right? And there was a merchant. Actually, which one do you consider the popular one?
I consider the popular one to be like
the one with the wealthy merchant, or the other one?
It's the I'm not entirely sure. The video I watched started off by saying that her husband like burnt the house down with her in it, and she became
so the Amityville one. Okay.
Oh.
So there's more. There's different ones. So like there's that one that was like Amityville horror style.
Mm-hmm.
That was not the one I was going to read off, but we can go with that one.
That one is I don't want to say my favorite because they all sound horrible, but that one's probably my favorite sounding.
Yeah. The most action-packed, maybe? Well,
it also sounds very creepy, like imagining
waking up to your house on fire and your children are dead. Yeah, it sounds terrible.
Are we thinking of different ones?
There's many different ones, so it's possible. So the one I think you're thinking of, the husband, the farmer, he killed their children,
mm-hmm.
and then trapped her in the house and set the house on fire. And then the story had this whole long description about how her body basically turned to ash, her face kind of melted down and gave her that elongated look, which is where you get the donkey lady part.
Yes, and like her feet were like so burned they kind of looked like hooves.
Yeah, and like her hands became like merged together.
Yeah, that one.
And it was a pretty gruesome image,
Yeah.
honestly. So there's that one. That one is a very colorful story. I suggest you look for that one somewhere because it's a very colorful story to read. I didn't write down one verbatim. So the next one beyond that
Mm.
is we still have the same layout. We still have the farmer. We still have the farmer's house. You know, the family and the kids and whatnot. And they had animals because they're on a farm, right? So
They're
they
gonna have
had
animals.
yeah, so they had either a donkey or a mule. I guess it depends on who's telling the story. And a wealthy merchant was walking through and decided to start beating up this mule.
Why?
A dude with money being a jerk. I don't know. He just decided that he was gonna like poke at it with a stick and just be generally not nice. Um, so what would any animal do when being enticed in that way? It bit him. So then he continued to beat it further. He started to beat the crap out of this animal. So the farmer and his family finally hear it and they come running out and they chase him off.
Mm.
And he comes back later that night and traps them in their home and burns it down.
What?
But wait, there's more. So as this happens, they're about to leave, right? They've discovered like, the family's probably all dead. Everything's basically burned to the ground. But one of the windows breaks out and the wife comes walking out of the house from that broken window, engulfed in flames, her skin melting off of her body, and she's just screaming this guttural scream of pain and runs right by them into the creek. And legend has it that they never found her body.
That one's a pretty gruesome one.
That one's really bad. That one's, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I was reading that and I was like, oh my God, how horrible.
They never found her body?
That's what it said, yeah. And I looked on Google Maps. There's no homes. There is one house that's probably like 2 miles from this bridge.
Mm.
But otherwise there's no like everything's all trees in this area.
Mm.
Like it's a walking trail at this point.
Yeah.
So you can pull off, you can park, and then you can walk it. So like if it wasn't in Texas, that would be really cool to do. But that's a little out of our price range. So should we talk about more of the stories, or do you want to talk about how to meet her?
I think, what are the other stories? Because I've only heard,
Those two.
well, I didn't hear the one you just said. I heard the one we talked about beforehand, and then I don't know if I misheard the second one, but it was kind of something like that. There was like this kid walking and played with the donkey slash mule. It bit him, and then later that night, the father came back and just like shot the donkey dead or something. I don't.
Oh, really? I didn't find that
Yeah,
one.
I heard that in a video, so I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah.
I wasn't fully paying attention.
Yeah,
So,
there was actually, you're right. There was that part where the dad gets shot, or the husband. He tries to distract the merchant's family
mm,
and so that his family could escape. So he tried to distract the hoodlums, but he ended up getting himself shot. Yes, I had forgotten to mention that part, that he gets shot in that particular story. So there's another one that I found. So this one's said to be more from the 1950s era, maybe early 1900s, 1950s.
okay.
I don't know. It's really crazy to me that this is a 150-year span. Like that's a really long time.
Yeah.
So most of the story remains the same. Where the husband went crazy, he killed the kids, set the house on fire. I wanted this one. There's another story where she was just a spinster.
What does that mean?
She was a woman that never got married.
Oh.
She was just, living her life. And she had a donkey to care for instead of a child. Which is interesting. So this might have coincided a little bit with the one that you mentioned.
Mm.
There was a kid from the village that wanted to pet the donkey, but the donkey didn't want to be pet. Stop playing with stuff. The donkey didn't want to be pet, so he bit the kid.
Yeah.
And this kid got mad, and he went back in the town, told everybody in town about it. I'm sure embellished it in all these sorts of ways, how everybody was evil, right? And they came back, and they burned her home down with her and the donkey. They burned it down.
That might have been the one I heard. I don't know. That sounds a little bit more familiar.
Yeah. So in this one, she didn't have kids. She didn't have a husband. It was just
her and the donkey.
Yeah, her.
That's kind of sad.
It's really terrible. I felt really bad listening to these. I'm like, I honestly hope that these stories aren't real, because all of these sound like a terrible time. And they're
all for like nothing.
Yeah.
Like they're messing with an animal.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, what do you expect? Do you think that donkey's evil because it bit you because it didn't want to be pet? Personal space, man.
Or the one that like the guy was beating it up.
Yeah, right. For no reason.
That guy should have gotten killed by the donkey.
Yeah, like I don't know. I don't know. I guess we've learned the lessons from these idiots. So something similar to this storyline where, the child gets bit, whatever, he goes into town, the town retaliates. But instead of burning the house down in this story, the villagers took her and the donkey down to the creek and drowned them. Ooh. Both of these stories sound absolutely outrageous in comparison to just the kid getting bit by the donkey.
That's insane.
Because I doubt that this donkey bit this kid's hand off, or he didn't lose a finger. Like, I imagine he just bit him. Sure, it hurt, but like, you'd be all right, kid. Like, so it's wild. It's wild to me.
All of them are.
Yeah, like I feel like these two, the least popular ones, are worse.
Yeah.
Than, the hoodlums going there and burning down all of the families.
Yeah.
And, like, it's bad.
It is.
It's really bad.
So, I've heard how I don't want to say, like, summon her.
Yeah, I think that's the word.
But, like, I've
call her, you give her a ring.
I've heard that with a car, you go there, and, like, you flash your lights on and off or something like that, and then to attract her, you like honk your horn, and then essentially she'll like come up on the hood and damage your car a little bit.
That's interesting.
That's what I've heard.
The one I found was like the polar opposite.
Really? How so?
Like you go to the bridge, you turn off the car, you're parked on the bridge, which sounds dangerous in and of itself. Especially if it's a one-car bridge, like can't fit two cars side by side. Like some other car is gonna come flying through there and rail you one. It's gonna be a bad time. But anyway, so they want you to park, turn off your vehicle, turn off your lights, and then you just sit there in silence.
Really?
And wait. That was the one I found.
You were sitting duck at that point, like for anything.
Yeah, like there's wild boars, man. Those things are mean, and they're big. Like those big guys with the like Pumbaa.
Yeah.
Like imagine coming across one of them things.
Scary.
Where its head is up to your elbow. Oh, you're screwed, man. That thing can run a hell of a lot faster than I can. That's for sure. Certainly damage your vehicle.
Yeah, it would.
So I mean, that was one of the questions I had written down. Is it possible that there's just a wild animal stalking in the area?
And it could be like a boar.
Yeah. Or even like a mutated animal, like, a boar and a donkey. I don't think that's possible, but
yeah, I was gonna say
I don't think that's genetically possible, but you know what I'm saying, right?
Kind of, but mutated.
Yeah. Or like, or maybe just in this small time frame of something strange happening in town, or somebody's home did burn down nearby. Maybe sometime in that area in the next few years, somebody came across an animal with mange, right?
Mm.
So they're thinking that this zombie-like animal is the donkey lady,
Mm.
especially if it's dark. Like
Yeah.
darkness plays tricks on you.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if maybe something real made people come up with something that wasn't.
That could be possible.
I don't know. I'm always looking for a truth in the urban legends.
So I have some personal experiences that I found on Reddit. Um, this is, I think, a first time that we've ever read something off of Reddit like this.
Yeah.
But
What's the username? Just out of curiosity, of the person that wrote the comment or whatever you're gonna read.
oh,
Just cause they're usually silly.
Joe's racing team. Um, Joe's racing team said, "When I was in elementary, back in the 80s, there used to be a number you used to call to play hoof sounds, which was supposed to be the sounds of the donkey lady running. And the story was if you called it and the sound stopped while you were still on the phone, then she was coming for you. Had friends over once. They called it and they all heard the cloppity clops of the hoof sounds, but by the time they passed the phone to me, of course, I heard nothing. They all got scared and left. And I then accidentally locked myself out of the house, had to wait in the backyard for my mom to come home hours later. Anyway, if that counts as an experience. Back during that time, there was lots numbers you could call that was supposed to be fun for kids. A joke hotline, storytelling, Pac-Man sounds, and apparently murderous, half women, half donkey creatures."
That's really cool. I was not aware. I mean, I
I
wasn't
wasn't
alive in the
either.
80s, so like I guess that's fair. But
I didn't know there was a number.
me either. I like bet you it's separate numbers depending on what you're looking for. But that's really cool. But
Yeah.
also strangely specific to donkey hooves. Or like,
I feel like it would just kind of sound the same as horse hooves.
yeah, but like what purpose would you have for something like that?
I don't
Unless it
know.
was like just a Texas area something, because this bridge is so famous for this.
Yeah.
The bridge has another name. I didn't write it down. I knew I should have.
I think it has a real name.
Yeah, but it's literally just the Donkey Lady Bridge at this
It's
point.
known as that, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's another one. Alright, so you may think this is BS, but I had somewhat of an experience. Oh, this is from Reject from Hell. We went out to some old road near Applewhite Road. It was a fenced off cemetery. It was my friends and I in two separate cars, maybe like 8 of us total. We go up to the gate, which is locked, to have a looky-loo. My brother, who was against the whole ordeal because ghosts aren't real and making fun of everyone trying to scare them, yada yada. His car is in front, just parked, and I'm right behind him in my car. It was around 1 a.m. I'm sitting there idling. Nothing is happening. So I just turn the car off and leave my headlights on. They get out to F around, and my brother just runs back into the car, and his friends follow. We meet up later, and he says that when he turned his car off, he noticed fog forming behind the gate on the ground. He thought nothing of it and just kept on. Then after, he saw something come out of the fog, and he thought it was a person, but it wasn't. Then he said he looked at its face, and it was a disfigured thing. He couldn't say man or woman. Just said it looked like a person with a really effed up face. My brother is not one to believe in spooks, but he said that was the only time something freaked him out like that. This was like 12 years ago in the summer. I don't know if it was the Donkey Lady or what. I did go to the Donkey Lady Bridge a few months after this incident, and all I saw was graffiti that says, "Jesus loves sea snatch / shrug." I don't know what that last part means, but
When was this posted?
4 years ago.
So he went there 16 years ago at this point? Oh my god. 2009? No. Yes? Yes. Math.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one sounded more interesting than the first one, but Some of these people need to learn how to like properly type.
I mean, it's Reddit. So, I'm curious. If you had the opportunity to go to this bridge to try to summon the donkey lady, would you do it?
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew you would.
Would you?
Maybe?
I feel like this is one of the most like it's a lesser, more like paranormal thing, so it's not
Yeah.
like it's not that scary to me.
Yeah. Like, I don't really believe in Bloody Mary. I've never done it, but like, I feel like I could never put my mind in that moment to try to trick myself, you know, like, because I consider the Bloody Mary thing kind of like a trance. And then you start
Yeah.
seeing weird stuff in the darkness, and so your brain just
I remember
trips
we
out.
did an episode about that.
We did.
I guess I could kind of play Bloody Mary, but I got like too scared, so like I didn't like complete it. But I did play this I did play this game called Yellow Door, Red Door, something like
Red door,
that.
yellow door. The other way around.
Any other color door?
Yeah.
I did play that game. Did you? Have you ever played that?
My daughter came home from school like 4 years ago and kept talking about it and was trying to do it and didn't know the words, and I was very confused until recently, you know, with us starting this podcast and stuff and like being thrown into this world a little bit more. I realized what it was that she had been trying to do all this time, and I'm like, ugh, seriously?
But I did play it, and I was very nervous throughout the entire thing because supposedly you can get trapped in there and be trapped in a coma or whatever.
Now, see, with the I almost said the Funky Lady Bridge. I don't know where that came from. So with the Donkey Lady Bridge, there's, I mean, if I stay in the car, probably, like I would probably do it, like that would be okay. But getting out of the car at night is a terrible idea. Because
I wouldn't get out.
Not for paranormal reasons.
But just because of the wildlife.
Correct.
And
humans. Like, there's so many other
that's
things
one of
that
those
could
places
go wrong.
That there's going to be people trying to play.
Oh yeah.
Pranks.
Oh yeah, and then you know somebody else is going there trying to summon her, and then they're like, "Hey, those guys are there to summon her," and then they start messing with you. And
yeah. It's
maybe not. but no, I definitely would not get out of the car because
I think that's no.
Like, I get worried going out of my house at night sometimes because of, you know, where I live. I'm so close to the river. I have seen bears. I've seen moose. I've had deer.
You've seen moose?
Yeah. I had a moose in my yard. 10 feet from my house.
You sure it was a moose?
100%. It was like an adolescent, so it was like funky looking. It was daylight. He was weird looking. Yeah. Yeah. I've seen plenty of moose around here. I almost hit one. I almost hit a baby one. Like,
that's still probably
12 years ago.
Oh
yeah, definitely. He I don't know if he would have been okay because he was kind of small, but
your car wouldn't be.
No, my car would not be okay. And like I've seen coyotes, I've seen fox. Like, there's all kinds of things out there that would love to make a dinner out of me. So, or you know, see me as a threat because you know I'm outside when I'm normally not.
Yeah.
And that's just like outside my house. So I don't think I would go, and that's also territory that I'm aware of. Like, I know what my yard looks like in the daytime, so I know what it looks like in the dark. But going to the Donkey Lady Bridge, I don't know what the surroundings look like.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know the terrain as well, so you're very likely to plummet to your death if you try to run from something. Because, you know, there's going to be a cliff where you don't know that there is one, and you're gonna be tumbling off into nowhere. And
I didn't even think about that.
It'd be terrible. It'd be a terrible time. Definitely not getting out of the car.
Me either.
100%.
Someone posted on Reddit, I have a question about the Donkey Lady Bridge. So we went to the bridge this weekend and it was pretty neat, but really creeped us out was this really creepily perfect house in this eerie fence with all kinds of ornate materials covering it. We were all wondering if anyone has any kind of insight into what the story behind this fence is. I could care less about this guy's question, but it's going to make sense when I read a personal experience from the comments.
What's the username?
Run it, JP.
Run it? Okay.
Wow, I grew up near there, and the Donkey Lady Bridge was a wooden bridge that was replaced in the 70s, maybe early 80s, with a pavement bridge. My dad had a story that he and his friend, when they were young, slept under the wooden bridge and heard hooves. Of course, my dad loved to scare us too. However, I had a situation where I was roaming around the woods there during the day with some friends. My girlfriend stopped and screamed, "I feel death, I feel death." We were shocked as she was always very calm. So we left. That very night, a friend of ours died in a car accident at the same place. Now, this is a true story, though. I don't know anything about a creepy fence.
That's a strange place to put that story.
I mean, it's a personal experience, I guess.
No, it is, but like it doesn't have anything to do with the question.
Well, he answered it.
Yeah,
At the
that
end.
he has nothing, that he doesn't know anything about the fence.
So this is another thing. This is from Bigfoot Hunter. Oh, I went last week and the weirdest crap happened. First, a stick got thrown horizontal mid-air out of nowhere. I'm not entirely sure what that means. But then they say a giant splash was heard in the water, but there was no ripples. And like, I would have normally just scrolled past that. But then someone commented, yes, the splash. There's always a splash, and seemingly from nowhere. And then the person asked, were you there with us? Haha. No, lol. But I've gone twice, and each time there was a splash.
Maybe there's a skunk ape in this area. Maybe it's not even a donkey lady. And like this urban legend just turned into something else.
Maybe.
I've definitely wondered about that before.
What?
Where if like certain things are actually the same thing, just perceived differently.
I'd say so.
Or maybe even like a sub race.
Like a what?
A sub race, like or like a branch, like a cousin.
Oh.
You know, like skunk ape and Sasquatch and Yeti and the abominable snowman and you know, like all these guys. Like maybe they all really are related and they're just living in different parts of the world. I mean, humans do that, right?
Yeah.
Like we're a little bit different in different parts of the world because we adapted to whatever world we were living in. Or that's just the genetics the aliens gave us.
There's another one. This one's kind of strange. I've been to Donkey Lady Bridge a lot. If you walk down deep enough the trail, there's an abandoned house and shed. Walking back, I heard a noise that didn't seem to come from an animal. I also got detained by the police there before they thought I fired my gun when I didn't. I got released. So I guess that was kind of a random.
That's very jumpy.
So this like post is talking about like tracks, like train tracks, a scary place somewhere, I'm assuming near here, and the Donkey Lady Bridge.
Well, the trail is 14 miles long.
Wow.
That's a long way.
That is. Bigfoot Hunter, again, on a completely different post.
Oh, wow. Same guy.
I've been to both, have evidence of only the railroad tracks and none of the Donkey Lady Bridge, but had experience there. I thought it was all jokes and even brought a bottle of fake blood to leave bloody footprints all over there. But I didn't even get the chance to do that since my butt was running back to the car, LMAO. Not funny though, it creeped me out. I took my friend with me since she didn't believe in it or ghosts and such, and since that she wants nothing to do with anything scary or spooky. So, why are these stories...
It's not that she's not a believer, she's too scared to believe. I'm finding myself feeling bad for the donkey lady.
Yeah, it seems pretty sad.
Like, if I lived closer, I feel like I would go there and leave flowers or something. Be like,
Mm,
hey, sorry this happened to you. Like, you can move on now. Like,
yeah.
you don't need to haunt people anymore. Go reincarnate yourself as a donkey and live your best life. Like do something better. You don't need to be the butt. You don't need to be the ass of people's jokes. Oh, I'm so funny.
So this is from a website. This is about the only other thing I could find. Just like the origins of Donkey Lady, there are also many reports of area locals experiencing odd happenings and even terrifying encounters with the lady herself. One local's account tells the story of how he and his friends went to the bridge at night to see if they could find anything, and then were chased through the woods by the Donkey Lady, who was enraged at their presence. Many others have similar stories, and many also have car dents shaped like hooves and even broken windshields as proof of their ordeals.
Now, why can't that just be a wild boar
Or a different animal.
or a moose? Like, they're
I don't
huge.
think there's any moose in
I mean,
Texas.
they're mean. I have no idea. Are there? That's a good
I
question.
don't think so.
That's a good question. Why wouldn't there be?
Yeah, they are
Interesting.
usually like colder places, so
I don't know. I never
don't
really
think-
thought about it, honestly.
I mean that's why they're up in Maine.
Well, I know that I've seen them in my yard, so like why can't they be in Texas? I don't know. It never occurred to me to look. Okay, maybe it was a deer. They must have deer.
I don't know. I don't really know about Texas animals.
Wildlife, maybe either. It's a snake.
Mm,
A big snake. Dude, imagine that. That would be terrible.
that'd be terrifying.
Yeah, that would be bad. That would not be good. So, since this is our last episode of season 3, what was your favorite of season 3? Do you have a partial?
I liked that we had our first collaboration during the season. I liked that we brought Death Row Mukbangs
Mm-hmm.
into Tales Untold, the podcast.
The collab was definitely fun. We'll have to do more of those.
Yeah. I really liked the first episode that we did this season, the New England serial killer.
Yes.
That was very interesting to research, to talk about, to theorize about, and it was something happening so close to us, and it was like unfolding as we were still talking about it.
I don't know why I did not tell you about this sooner,
Oh no.
but somebody told me that there was a body found in the river behind my house.
Yeah, there was.
I
heard about that.
I did not look into it any further than that. Like,
I don't know if it was directly behind your house, but it was that river.
No, it was that. That's what I mean. Like, it's
Yeah.
that river. I don't think it was. No, it was not directly behind. I would have known about it. I would have known more information if it was like behind my house, because they would have had to use my yard to get there.
I didn't even connect the two that it would be behind your house.
Yeah, it's the same
But-
river. So I thought that was really crazy.
Yeah.
I did not look into who it was or like what circumstances.
There's like no details on it.
No?
Yeah.
How interesting.
I also really liked the Uncanny Valley episode, the reality of Nasubi. Those were probably three
Yeah.
of my favorites. And then the state schools were pretty cool because we actually went to some of them.
Mm-hmm.
What was like your favorite episode?
I was gonna say the state schools. I think the state schools and my plasma creatures, my little sky dragons. That one was fun to talk about.
It was interesting. Very odd.
Yeah, yeah. It's weird to think that there might be these like weird germ-like creatures.
Yeah.
An
Osmosis
Osmosis Jones up in the sky, you know? Like, that's a weird thought.
My favorite was definitely probably the New England serial killer.
Definitely, probably.
Yeah.
For sure, maybe.
We are excited to announce for the first time that Tales Untold will be returning with a 4th season on September 6th, 2025.
Yeah, we'll have surpassed our 1 year.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll,
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, August.
That's crazy.
Maybe we'll have to do a special something.
I think we should. The Tales Untold mukbang will continue through the 6-week break that Tales Untold will have after this episode is released. And
actually, I think an episode will release on the same day.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah, so there will be one in between then and now.
Yeah. And there might even be a special episode to celebrate our anniversary for Tales Untold, the podcast. I actually just got back from Maine, and I found out that there's quite a bit of folklore up there. And over by where I was staying, there's the Appalachian Trail. So I feel like Maine folklore could be interesting for some episodes in season 4. So I guess I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. It'd be nice if we could still get out and do some experiences, but life has been
busy. I know
very busy, and it's very hot. Honestly,
Yeah.
I don't want to do anything in the Bridgewater Triangle walking
when it's this hot. I think we should wait till end of August-ish.
Yeah, until fall rolls around and it's much cooler.
But there's the Bridgewater Triangle, S.K. Pierce Mansion.
Yes, that's right.
I still want to do that at some point.
Yeah, there were many experiences that we did not go through, and season 3 has run away.
It has. But we did do quite a bit of experiences. Like, I know there was the Quabbin, Spider Gates, just cemeteries in general, Randonautica. Actually, when I was up in Maine, I went to Stephen King's house.
Yeah.
And that was pretty cool. I saw it from the outside and actually like go inside and have a cup of coffee with him.
That would be cool.
That would be.
But he was probably at like a beach or something.
Yeah.
Or working.
That brings us to the end of season 3. Stay tuned for the mukbang and stay tuned for season 4 premiering September 6th, 2025. I'm Wyatt.
I'm Erica.
This is Tales Untold.